how did you end up buying the house? I had put a TikTok up when it went up for sale. I think Elijah Wood had shared it on Twitter, and I put it up, and
Wow.
everybody was freaking out, like, "Oh my God, the Goonies house is for sale!" And then boom, you got it.
Yeah. Well, it was an act of God. That's the truth of it. It was meant to be. I mean, we went to visit in 2013 for the first time. We didn't meet Sandy at the time, Sandy Preston that sold it to me. She was the previous owner. And then we went back for the 30th anniversary in 2015. And the Oregon Film Museum, the Chamber, they had created these like buses where you could bus over there and you'd get a ticket and you'd be able to go in and Sandy was gracious enough to allow us to come in and our friends and the whole, whatever. I think it was part of the package, if I remember correctly. But bottom line is she let us in the house. We got the tour. She was super nice. We took lots of pics. And then as I was leaving, I was like, hey, if you ever want to sell this, the day you're ready to pass the torch, I want to buy this house from you. And she's like, yeah, you and like a million other Goonies. And I'm like, no, I'm serious. You know, I'm serious. It's like the whole trunk line, right? Like, no, you have to believe me, Sheriff. I'm being for real. So I'm like trying to explain to her, like, you know, how much this means to me, how much it's impacted my life in so many different facets, how many different people that are connected to it that I know. And I know how much good I can do by being that person. And we became friends. It's not like we talked every day or whatever, but we kept in touch. And then all of a sudden, in last November, a couple months ago, it goes up for sale. Sandy didn't let me know. She hired, an agent. They listed it. And so I immediately sent her a message and I was like, hey, do you remember me? I was like, I'm going to make a run. I'm going to buy, God willing, I'm going to buy your house. And she's like, no way. And she's like, good luck. I wanted to keep it strictly professional. I didn't want to like do anything that would have affected the deal in any way. I just wanted to play the game fair like everybody else. And so, the way I kind of structured it, I feel like my offer and, it was, I don't know how to say it, like, it's kind of more of a humble approach, meaning like I had told them, like if any of the cast or anybody that's a big wig in Hollywood, like Steven Spielberg or Chris Columbus or one of these people really wanted it and they were going to make a run at it, just let me know so I can respectfully bow out because
Mm,
I don't need to go up against Sean Astin for the Goonies house. If Sean wants it, he
no.
can have it. If Corey wants it, he can have it. But I didn't have any competition up until the last day. And then an offer came in that was significantly higher than mine. And long story short, she picked me over that other offer. So I feel very blessed. She took less money than she was offered. I think she saw that I just happened to be that person. And yeah, so now for us, it's how do we preserve it? How do we protect it? The more Goonies that are willing to kind of contribute, we've already had people reach out. We've got a good friend now that's a big Goonie on the East Coast. He owns a law firm. He's pledged to represent us if we ever needed it for no charge, pro bono. He's offered free consulting. We've got people in every aspect, contractors, painters. It doesn't matter what it is, just people, the engineers that are building the contraption in the front yard. We have all these people that are just like, what can I do to help? Because they just want to say I was a part of this project to reconstruct, the house back to its original glory. And that's what makes it so special. We did the hard part. We got the house. It's done. It's not for sale. Even if somebody offered a whole bunch more money, it's not for sale. This isn't about us. This is about the world. This house means so much. If like this house, wasn't there, probably a million people would cry and get depressed. So we can't. So now it's about doing the right thing with it. We're talking with everybody, chamber, city, the museums. We're getting to know people in Astoria, would like to get to know the mayor and the council and everybody. And then they start seeing, oh my gosh, this is somebody that's here to do good. We've already, gone to Astoria multiple times and we're like, we need to actually help out some of their problems, say with the homeless and parking
Mm.
and stuff like that. So our big thing is to start organizing it and get regular lives like this. If you're interested, is starting to get people to help out